Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. And just as we closed down on our afternoon safari, we bumped into a leopard on the way in. He has actually moved off, but I've just been told about Karula. Karula's just made a kill, so we're going to see if we can join up with her. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Tara, and I have Herman on camera with us this evening, and we have Kaz and Alex in fire control. After that, can I join you? Copy that. What's the law? Okay, sounds like there's already 3 people with Karula, so we'll see if we can try and get there a bit later. Standing by. Copy that, thank you very much. Can I go on the ladder? Okay, it sounds like they just where the Styx Pride were the other morning, so we'll see if we can make our way over there. As I say, Mishu walked down around the back of Graham's house. We were hoping to maybe bump into him as we left camp, but unfortunately he seems to have gone to the drainage line. It's quite a difficult area to try and get in and out of there. But as I say, apologies for the late start. We were just busy trying to swap the heads over from the vehicles. It just took a little bit longer than we anticipated, so apologies for that. But as I say, I hope you all enjoyed the leisurely drive that Mark was driving and myself on camera. Beautiful Battalier, and obviously the baboon, the Gowrie gang are back, which is great to see. I thought I saw some lights flashing down here. I think I'm just going to try and take this road quickly. It's Tara standing by.
Yeah,
Is it possible to go in the lineup?
Okay, yeah, you can take a first stand back.
Thank you. I'll have a quick look down here. But I think we'll just go about halfway and then we'll turn around and go back just in case there is an opening for us. I think by the sounds of it she's just made the kill. I don't think she had it earlier. I think she was just on the move as we went into camp. And Caroline's just saying her sister's actually on the vehicle with Abel and they just saw the kill. So it literally was just as we were changing over the night camera that it's just happened, so it's a very, very fresh kill. So I just want to check that Mishu hasn't turned around and come back down this side. So it's actually quite a lot warmer than it was even just earlier on before the sun set. It's still fairly chilly nowadays after the sun has set. I definitely beat Mark to the layers this afternoon. Obviously I was higher up than he was when he was driving. The engine being very close to your legs does make a huge difference. Oh, we've got a white-tailed mongoose. To focus it on and scare him away. He's still there, he's moving now. There we go, white-tailed mongoose there, folks. Wow. It's quite difficult to actually see the colour obviously with the infrared camera, but if you look carefully, it looks like he's actually digging for something under the soil. think it's just got a grip or something. Definitely seem to have got something. You can just about make out the white tail at the back where it gets its name from. It's actually quite relaxed now. I've switched the light off, so all we're seeing is the infrared. So it shouldn't make much difference with the animal's behaviour. You can see it's actually relaxed as soon as I turned off the spotlight. And they're quite grey in colour, dark legs with the white tail. Definitely looks like there is something there. Maybe it's something too tasty to want to run away from us. The largest of the mongoose here in South Africa, and as you can see it is by itself. Where are you going, little one? So they don't tend to hang around too much. About the size of quite a large cat. If I can put it into a size term for you. I wonder if it'll let us follow us. Yeah.
Even if people aren't just bouncing up.
Don't even know where he's gone now.
You put my camera pointing?
Over there. Over there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer again. See if he'll allow us. So they'll be going for small rodents, grubs, anything like that. It certainly seems to be on a mission this evening, but it's quite nice to see it's not just missioning off, he's sort of looking around for any food. We have seen a female with a little cub, and someone seems to think there is a melanistic form of the white-tailed mongoose. Just a completely black white-tailed mongoose, if that makes any sense.
Okay, give me a go again.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Give me a little bit of light, doesn't have to be in this corner, just like bounce it.
Come behind the tree. There's our game. How often do you get to see the white-tailed mongoose, Herman?
Not often, no.
No.
We had one called Mojo, maybe last night. It was chilling around here, that was quite relaxed. Just remember the winds coming in.
Yeah, I'm just asking Herman how often they get a chance to see the white-tailed mongoose before I arrived, and apparently not very often. There was one that was fairly relaxed, apparently nicknamed Mojo. Where did you say he used to chill out around? Around here?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same one. I'm going to just try and sneak around the back of this bush here. So I've seen maybe one since I've been here, the last 2.5 months now, well, at least 3 months now. This is the first time I've seen one twice I've seen them. It's the first one that I've seen that's very relaxed. Go around the back here. Okay, thank you very much, Elaine. You're saying that also that there's a white-tailed mongoose around here. That she was very relaxed, and I think you guys nicknamed him Mongo. just to the left of the bushes. Do I need to? You see, just that walking around, just putting the nose to the ground, trying to see if we can get a scent. And as I say, it's not a sort of a direct line away from us. It's sort of changing direction the whole time. So trying to get the scent of something. So definitely look like it's got something back there. One last go. So I don't want to chase it off, I want to keep it relaxed. So it's alright. And strictly nocturnal, you won't really find these guys out during the day. Mongoose have quite a funny way of marking their territory. And they'll do a handstand up against the branch or the trunk of a tree, and they'll wipe the anal gland as far up as they can, and the one that is the most dominant manages to mark the scent the highest. It's quite funny to actually see them doing it. Yeah. Sure. I think we're going to leave him to it. I don't want to say scare him off. Hopefully next time we'll be able to see him. Maybe he'll stick around a little bit longer. Nice. Nice to actually get them on film a little bit. So if we bump into it a bit further down, let's see if we're lucky enough. It's not too bothered. I just want to see while we're waiting to go and see Karula. I'm just going to do a quick lap around here. And as I say, folks, this is live from Djuma Game Reserve in South Africa. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what we're going to find. But there are plenty of nocturnal animals to definitely look for this time of day. We've been seeing circle around here, and we did bump into one of the hyenas earlier on, walking down this road towards us. It's a little bit further down, carried on down that way, so I wonder if it's caught the smell of the kill that Karula's just made. Or whether any other hyenas have caught the smell yet. It'll be quite interesting to find that one out. But as soon as there is an opening, I'll certainly try and get us there. Quite interesting to see if she's actually putting it up in a tree or not. But for those of you who are just sort of wondering how it all works out here, we also do game drives in the same area as other vehicles. And obviously there's the lodges around, and guests will be going out on game drives, just like you guys are doing with us. So they'll take you out around the bush, find the animals, and talk about them, talk about the bush as well, and try and give you an experience from the African bush. And at the moment there's 3 vehicles in the sighting, and generally try and keep animals relaxed. We only allow 3 vehicles with the very popular animals, like the big 5 animals. And it does work, it does keep the animals a lot more relaxed than if you try and cram too many vehicles around the animal, and it just gets a little bit too difficult for the animal to really understand what's going on and really be relaxed around the vehicle. So if you have too many moving or just too many in one go, it can be very unsettling for them, so they rather run away and you don't get a chance to see them. So that's why we have a 3-station rule or a 3-vehicle rule, and that's generally the case in most of the game reserves where you have a guide that drives you. Obviously in areas where you drive yourselves, you can't really police that, so if the animal doesn't want to stay, it moves off. But then you don't tend to get people being able to off-road after them. So if the animal really doesn't want to stick around, it'll just move into the bush and it's out the way. It looks like our mongoose has moved down somewhere down the middle of the plain there. So I'm going to head back up towards Zoe's Road and take it easy, maybe see if we can see some bush babies or something, so we're very close to the vicinity of where the action is, so as soon as someone pulls out and gives us a little bit of space, then we can pull straight in. I just want to see if Mishu's going to come back out here as well, whether he's going to just stay in the drainage line. Sound like where he was heading. Well, thank you, Mark. Mark was just giving me the best option for going down to the area where the kill's been made by Karula. Sounds like it was an impala that she caught. And if anybody's joining us for the first time and not understanding what the whole spotlight thing's about, this is what we use to try and look for the animals. We just look for the reflective layer in the back of their eye, which helps them to see a lot more clearly in the dark. And it just, it's a layer of cells, shines back or reflects the light back to the retina to try and increase the amount of light into the eye, and that shines up in our spotlights. Especially with the nocturnal animals, it shines up very, very brightly, so it helps us to see them. Sometimes you just see the body, but otherwise if they're just sitting there and look at you, you can see these 2 bright eyes shining back at you. And as soon as we find that, it's something interesting, then we swap over with the infrared light so that we don't change the behaviour of the animal too much. Because the animals won't really see the infrared light. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's any sign of Mishu popping his head out. Come on, little boy, how are you? I saw an eye there. I think it's a bush baby actually. I don't know if you're going to be able to get it. It might be a little bit too far away. Can you see? Yeah. See if we can. With bush babies, they're tiny, tiny little creatures, little primates. Oh, it is, and he's jumping. Yeah, he's just jumped. Tiny, tiny little creatures. Oh, I wonder if you might be able to get it on the dead tree at the back. So he's jumping all over there, but they have huge, huge eyes. Yeah, it's just on the dead tree, so you need to go a bit further back than that. There, you've got the eye there. You guys can actually see the eye, that's the infrared light reflecting off the eye. Very, very quick. But that's basically what we see in our spotlight. I say, they're about, sort of the body is about that sort of size. I don't know if it's showing up. It's about that sort of size. With a long tail, bushy tail, big eyes. Very primitive primate. Cool. Okay, so it sounds like someone's making space. See if we can get there. The bush babies can live as a small family. The youngsters will stay in the nest, maybe emerge a couple of weeks later. They'll start eating tree gum. They actually quite enjoy eating a lot of the acacia gum. It's very, very sweet, especially the sweet plum. And we actually used to eat it before we had refined sugars. But now we're so used to refined sugars, the gum that would normally have tasted sweet to us doesn't taste very sweet to us anymore. It used to be sold as Cape gum. But the monkeys and baboons and galagos or bush babies also really enjoy it. Standing by? Can I help you? Thank you, I'm on my way. There's already quite a big different distance between Karula and Mishu. So I don't know if he's going to make his way over to her kill or whether she'll go and fetch him like she has been doing. I was certainly going to give it a go. It's in the same area as the Styx Pride the other day, and we did have signal there, but I think we may just lose signal just for a short while getting to that area, because we have to go through this sandy patch open area. So we'll certainly see how we do with that. But I'm hoping that we'll get signal where we're going to. And unfortunately, either way, to try and get to that area, we will lose you. So I'm just hoping it's not too long. So I think the reason why we're seeing quite a few animals tonight is because it's not as cold as it has been. Last night was bitterly cold. It doesn't feel as bad tonight. Standing by? Birds and access approaching Impala. Hopefully that they're still around.
Yeah, they're making around. But I'm not clear if you're not perfect.
I'll be there in a couple of minutes. They're trying to pull our leg, saying that the lion's just shown up and taken the kill from Karula. So then he just turned around and said no, he's actually joking. And I wonder where those lines are. Somebody did hear them about 12 o'clock last night apparently, around by the dam. Unsure of which pride or coalition. So if this looks a little bit quick, and sorry guys, just don't want to miss the action, just in case she does disappear into the bush. Probably are going to be losing signal in a couple of seconds. With us, hopefully we'll see you on the other side. Oh wow, awesome. That's awesome. The morning with the Styx Pride. This is something. Smell. I don't know if there's something here. Sorry? Breaking up. I just saw some... There. There's something there. Again. Okay, I wonder if it's a hyena. Some eyes, but I've just lost them again. So I'll keep going.
Just relay.
Okay, I'm gonna relay for asking if he's holding on tight when I'm driving.
Tell them because of this camera.
So he's sitting back and enjoying it. It's actually looking later for that. But it actually is true, we're not actually driving too fast. It just looks it on the camera. Johnny, I think it was Johnny with them. Confirm, are you with the Ingray? I confirm, is it yourself left with the Ingray? Copy. Are you next in Vela?
On the ground, but just looking at a place to perform, and I think
Copy, I'm at the power lines now. Are you south of that? got it. There you go. There we go. Just get rid of that. Apparently she's looking for somewhere to actually put the kill into a tree, so I want to try and get in there before she does. It'll be quite interesting to see if she does put the kill into a tree and how she does it. I think around here might be a little bit better.
The nice light lamp and to the back of my vehicle, you should have a nice view.
Okay, so a little sapling, but this one should bend back. Like that, or in...
Yeah, you can switch off the lights. Switch off the lights.
record or not? How is it? Cute. It does look like she's actually eating. We're just in between the two vehicles at the moment. So we'll certainly see if she does move. And apparently this is Karula, our resident female leopard. We haven't seen her for too many days now, probably for about a week or so I think. We're missing her by a few seconds the other day. Just checking with him if he thinks we're going to get a better view camera wise the other side. She certainly seems to be a little bit agitated by something. So we keep checking in the back. I wonder if the hyenas are going to come in. I think I might give it a go here. I think I might give it a go. I think, guys, I'm going to move just around the back of the vehicle that's next to us. So it looks like we should get a clear view, hopefully, of seeing her eating it. So bear with me, I'm going to see if I can move now. I'm going to move around. Just thinking if something else happens. Okay, how's that? A bit more? Okay, I think this is a better view of her. It is definitely Karula. Beautiful old lady. Well, not that old, 6 years old. And I do wonder if Mishu and Induna might make their way over to here. Although it was quite a distance, I don't think they would get the smell of it from here. She's all the way out by Impala Road where we had the Styx Pride the other day, and Mishu was just down by our camp on Voyatella Access. So I just heard a hyena. So I just heard a hyena. It's difficult to say. Okay, if you're just wondering what's happening, obviously we've got two other vehicles in the sighting with us, and obviously they don't have the infrared light that we do, so they still have their spotlight. So the light that you're seeing on Karula at the moment is their spotlight. So obviously all the guests can see what's going on as well. Now most of the animals here would be very used to the light. You can see there's some camera flashes as well. So for animals like Karula, who's been used to seeing vehicles all of her life, and this is just the norm for her, so the spotlight shouldn't change her behaviour too much. But certainly for the white-tailed mongoose who we saw earlier, who doesn't get a chance to see vehicles very often, it can make a difference to their behaviour. But obviously it's just the exposure that they have to it. And obviously, just like you or I, you wouldn't want the spotlight shining into your face. So that does upset them slightly sometimes. So as you can see, I'm just shining on the body rather than on the eyes is the best way. Once you've found the animal, obviously we find the animals by using the shining back, as I said earlier, but then once we've seen them, we drop the spotlight to the body. Now you may even see her licking the meat quite a lot, and again, if you've got a pet cat, think at how rough the tongue is, and that's just like a lion or a leopard. The tongue is very, very rough, and they'll lick the meat off the bone, loosen it off so it's easier to eat. And if you think about our thumbs, they also have the equivalent on their feet, a bit higher up, and they'll also use them to hold down a carcass to make it a little bit more easier to eat. And for those of you who are just joining us, just remember this is live. We've got a leopard who's just made a kill. And you are seeing this 100% live. So what we're seeing now, you are seeing in real time. We don't know what's going to happen. Looks like she's very nervous. Something is on its way. You can see she's quickly trying to eat what she can. But I wonder if it's one of her boys or whether it's hyena. She's definitely looking out for something. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to send them through to Kaz and Final Control. So you need to just send them through to Final Control at safari.tv. And this evening I have Herman with me on camera, and my name is Tara, for those of you who don't know me.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you so much. And the beauty of you joining us live this evening is I'm sure you guys have got access to your kitchens. I'll just say thanks to Johnny. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Thanks a lot. So they have to go back now and eat. But we can stay here with Karula and watch her eat. Copy that. Yeah, we can move around. Okay, we're just going to move and just see if we can get a better angle now that the other vehicles have moved. So I'm just going to see if I can see where Johnny was sitting and just see if we can get the best possible view. It looks like there may be one other vehicle joining us. So we'll try and move before he gets in. But now you can see that the infrared light just here. Do you want me to move forward a little bit more? Yeah, it looks like she is going to try and move the kill into the tree, but you can see there's no light on her now. This is purely our infrared light. And believe me, I can just about make out the kill, but I can't make out Karula now with the light from the moon. It's quite eerie. Okay, I'm just going to answer the radio quickly. Standing by. And that's affirmative. It looks like she's going to try and put it up into a slash line now. Copy that. Okay, I thought there was a vehicle wanting to join us. Not too sure what was being asked of me. So, I think we can go ahead. Okay, good evening, Brian. It's good to hear you joining us this evening. Hope you're enjoying Karula and having joining her with her dinner. And you'd just like to know how long it'll be before she has to kill again. Well, she's about 60 kilos, That impala is probably about 50 kilos. And I'd say on average they'd need to take in sort of roughly a day, maybe 3 to 4 kilos. So if she manages to eat all of this, she'll probably stash it in a tree. Looks like that's what she's going to try and do now. She's filled her belly, and now she's going to take it up into a tree to stop anything else from getting it. She'll probably she'll keep that for a few days. So I'd probably say if she stores it and manages to eat everything from it, I don't think she'll need to hunt for at least a week. It just depends on if she loses it. If she loses it now, if something comes along and takes it, and she's only had a small proportion, she probably will need to hunt in the next couple of days or so. Again, it really does depend on how much they've been able to eat, how much they've had before, if this is her first good meal for a while. As I say, if she's going to lose it or not. And she tends to have a habit, and the boys have picked up on it as well, she tends to have a habit of not treeing it too often. And she does seem to lose her kills quite a lot from what I've seen. She's lost more than what I've seen her keep. Although Indunus seems to have helped her with that one as well. He likes to move it around when it is in a tree and then drop it. I'm just wondering, I might just see if I can move into another position, because I think we might just lose her if she climbs up this side of the tree. I'm just going to go this side of the branch, I think, and see if we can just watch her. Just want to try and keep the best angle as we can. Where are you going with that, lady? Which side are you going to go? There you go, you can see it actually digging a claw into the meat there. Try and hold it down and rip bits off now. And they tend to eat through the softest part, so either the belly or the anus is where they'll go through. So that's why you're actually seeing some of the innards coming out. So she's obviously gone from the back end. And that's why you quite often see the upper part of the animal still in the tree later on. And again, that's one of the differences between the leopard and the cheetah. Remember, cheetah, they are designed for speed, so they won't be able to put a dead animal into a tree. They're not designed to do it, they're designed purely for the type of hunting that they do. So there's no way they'll be able to climb a tree with a carcass and put it into a tree. But leopards, on the other hand, are built for it. And that's obviously because they're solitary, generally solitary unless they have kittens, or cubs should I say. But they need to have a way of protecting their kill from all the other predators in the area. And that's how they do it, is to climb the tree and put the kill in the tree. But just looking at this tree that she seems to have picked, it's really going to be quite a battle for her to get it up there. There's not any fairly low lying branches that she can stop halfway and have a rest. And I must admit, I've never seen a leopard put a kill in a tree, so I'm quite interested in seeing how she's going to do this. Have you ever seen it? I've been saying you've seen it a few times. Remember, that's why they've got such a powerful neck. Because obviously they're going to have to drag that animal up the tree with them. They need to have very strong muscles. I'm just having a look around every so often with the spotlight, just in case there is something moving around there. But she did keep looking over her shoulder in that direction. It's very strange sitting here. We're probably 12-15 meters away from her, and we cannot see anything. We've got full moon, but she's in the shadows. It's quite surreal. And she was looking straight at us just then. I'm directly opposite her at the moment with obviously no door. It is incredible. Hi Randy, I hope you're well. And you're asking, will Karula bring in the boys to the kill if they're around? As I say, we saw Mishu just by camp, literally just as we closed down, and we were changing the cameras over. So I think he's a little bit far away to have heard or be able to smell or know that there's a kill here. It'll be quite interesting to see. Obviously she's having her fill at the moment. She's obviously quite hungry. Maybe this has been the first decent meal she's had in a few days. Remember, they don't have to eat every day. But she certainly looks like she's having a fill, but it'll be quite interesting if she does put it in the tree, whether she'll go and find the boys. Because they are getting to that age where they should really be making it on their own now. But she seems to be quite a good mother in that she does seem to go back and bring them to a kill. So it would very much be interesting to see what's going to happen with that. Hi Em. Welcome aboard Jigger this evening, and apparently this is your first time on board, so very, very welcome to you. And I'd just like to know how we find our way around in the dark with obviously minimal light. Do we have a tracker or someone telling us which way to go? And I'm still getting used to the area, I must admit. I've been here about 3 months, and believe me, it does look very different in the dark to the day. But you do get used to your area, and I am actually sort of knowing where I am in the dark now as well as the light. It takes a couple of times to drive around in the dark. I've got Herman with me as well. He knows this area very, very well. But obviously we have the headlights. When you're coming into a sighting, you have to have your headlights to watch out, because at the moment we're actually not on the road, we're actually off-road. I've got a vague idea where the road is, so it's going to be quite fun getting out of here and getting our bearings again, because that sometimes kind of happened. I've been in sightings in my other reserve that I worked at where I got completely disorientated, and we went into a sighting and trying to get back out again. We had to take a completely different route because the other vehicles that were in the sighting had blocked the way out, and it was quite thick bush. And where we popped out, I don't know how on earth we popped out where we did, but we did, and it was sort of quite disorientating. But it does help to know the area very, very well. And yeah, as I said, it is helping. We've got the moon, so we're actually seeing a lot more of the bush than what we would without the moon. And there's some nights where it is completely pitch black and you cannot see anything. It's quite incredible. But at least I can kind of vaguely see a shadow in the area where Karula is. But I hope you're enjoying the kill. And Karula, as I say, we don't get a chance to actually spend time with an animal that's eating. So this is very, very special. And obviously having it all to ourselves now, we don't have any other vehicles, so I don't have to whisper to the microphone, which is nice. And for those of you who are viewing for the first time, just like Em, if you have a look on Karula's head when she puts her head up, she has a very characteristic W-O-W in between her eyes, and that's how you can differentiate Karula from other leopard. And that's how we nearly saw it then. Let me just look this way. And even on the shoulders there'll be different patterns to other leopards. Every leopard has an individual unique spot pattern. And obviously further down the body you go, you can see those rosettes coming out quite nicely. Again, a difference between cheetah and leopards. Leopards have the rosettes and the cheetah have the black spots. Obviously cheetah are more, you'll find them during the day, moving around during the day, and leopard more at night, but it's not a strict rule. But as I say, we see the faces quite a lot, so we tend to pick out features on the face to try and ID the leopards here. But even on the shoulders, quite a nice area. I noticed the other day Induna's got an F on his left shoulder. See, she's still recovering from eating and also from the kill. So it literally has been made about 20 minutes, half an hour ago. And she certainly seems to be working out how to get it into this tree. I swear, I don't know how she's going to get it in here. It's a good, what would you say, Herman, a good... what would it be, 2, 3, at least 3.5 meters before the first branch. If not 4, yeah, about 3.5. I think if I were you, I'd pick a different tree.
Very hard.
And leopards have been known to drag kills up to 1 kilometre away from where they made the kill. And it does sort of open up that, and I remember someone asking a while ago, do leopards have their favourite trees to put the kills in? And as I say, I still don't know, I still haven't seen enough kills in trees. It would be quite interesting to obviously follow Karula as much as possible and try and see where she does stash the kills when she does, to see if there are particular trees that she prefers. I know on my very first drive here there was a tree on cheetah cut pine which was used, and it would be quite interesting if she makes a kill in that area whether she'll use that same tree. I'm actually really excited to see if she's going to do this. She keeps looking over her shoulder. I just want to have a quick look again. And if anybody's wondering why she isn't attacking us, she has a meat there. There's no reason for her to attack us at all. We're not threatening her. We're not trying to get too close to her kill. So as long as we don't threaten her and drive too close, then again there's no reason for her to attack us. So if she does try it, I think I'm going to move the vehicle so straight through this, a couple of trees just to the right of me. So I'm going to try and move the vehicle, but I don't want to do it just yet, just in case she decides not to. Stay with the best view as much as I can for you. Yeah, and if she does something like that. Let's see if I can move. I'm just going to use the spotlight just to try and see where she is actually going with it. See through that. She's just here. She's looking very awkward. Oh, yeah, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, she fell. Oh, she's still there. Sure. She stopped moving then. Don't do that. There was a moment there I actually thought that she'd fell awkwardly. Oh, shame. I think she's winded herself. I'm not surprised. The same with Karula, she's actually quite a small leopard. I'd say she's definitely around the 40 mark. Maybe even say that Impala could be around the 50 mark. Look like a young male. So you can see why they would battle. And can you imagine pulling something more than your own weight up a tree with just your teeth? She's got it only about a metre off the ground now. If that. But it's still too low to the ground. If hyenas come, she'll lose it. Well, she seems to be alright.
Look at that.
That is incredible.
Beautiful gold.
Oh! Yes, very. Sure. And if anybody's joining us, wondering what on earth is going on, we are 100% live here in Juma Game Reserve with our resident female leopard, trying to put her kill that she made roughly about 3/4 of an hour ago, maybe even an hour ago now, into the tree. And it is incredible actually watching this. This is my first time ever seeing a leopard do this. Sure, she's actually just leaped up there. Oh my word, look at that. I do not believe it. Sure, well done, lady. I'm just going to see if I can move back a little bit for you. Look at that. Yeah, she definitely looks tired now. I cannot believe that. Yeah, she can't believe it either. She's almost looking back going, did I actually do that? That is incredible. Yeah, I think so, right? Okay, Karula, you really need to move that head now. I hope everyone's giving her a round of applause, hey? She really does deserve that, my word. Look at the strength. Almost on tiptoes as she's trying to maneuver it further along the branch. As if she's deciding that there's a better place, just a hook or something, just to drop it over. But obviously where she's got it gripped around the neck is the easiest way so that the body can move in between the legs. Obviously the legs will sort of fold back rather than fight against her. Obviously that's exactly what she needs. This really is incredible, folks. This is the first time I've ever seen this. You're going to drop it. Maybe she's making sure she finds a very secure spot, so even if Induna comes along, he can't make it fall. Induna being one of her sons, Mishu being the other. And they're born in November, when would it be, 2008. If there is any viewers that can just correct me if I am wrong, I'm sure it's November, but I could be wrong. Could be September. Can you remember? Because I should really be coming up to 18 months. Which would make it September. I'm just so relieved to see that she's alright. She didn't hurt herself in that tumble. I'm sure she'll have a few bruises though. And just to remind everybody, my name is Tara, and I have Herman on camera with me this evening, and Kaz in file control. So if there are any questions or any comments, then send them through to filecontrol@safari.tv. And so I'd appreciate if there is any viewers watching who can remember when Mishu and Induna were born. I might get their birthdays mixed up with another leopard at the moment. There you can see that wow pattern just between her eyes that I was talking about earlier to try and ID her. This is coming from Deborah. And Deborah, you'd just like to know, well, you've heard that animals who have died don't have eye shine, but the impala had eye shine. Was it from the infrared? Oh, it's possibly because it's still fairly fresh, that the cells are still there. The eyes haven't had a chance to glaze over yet, and the cells start to disintegrate, so that's possibly why there's still some eye shine there. And probably in the next hour or so it's not going to be there anymore. I'm not too sure how long a time period. I must admit that's the first time I've heard of it, but it does make sense, because obviously the eyes do disintegrate fairly quickly because they're mostly water. And quite often, especially if you have a kill like this, quite often birds will actually come and eat the eyes and things like that later on, so they don't actually have a chance to stay in the body too long. No, it's not a very nice thought, especially crows. Crows like that sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's probably just because it's such a fresh kill, that's why we're seeing the eye shine there. Thank you very much, Em. And just asking, does she mark the tree so she knows where she put the kill? There's no need to really. She'll know every inch of this territory of hers. We think she has about 1,000 hectares. She basically has the same areas as we traverse, maybe a little bit more. But she'll know every tree, and as I say, she'll stay with this kill now. So she won't have to go away from it, so it's not as if she's stashing it for a rainy day. She'll stay with the kill, eat from it, and then when she's had a fill, then she'll move on. It could be that she may bring the boys back, her two sons, Mishu and Induna. As I say, they are coming up for about 17, 18 months old now, so they are coming up for that period where they should be leaving her and going off and finding their own territory. But she has been taking them 2 kills, although we haven't really seen them much together fairly recently, so I think she is getting to that stage where she is sort of letting them be on their own. But if she does go to find them, she will know where she put the carcass in the tree. Cool. I missed who it was. Lynn. Lynn from Canada. And Carol. Well, thank you very much, Lynn from Canada and Carol, and welcome aboard, ladies, this evening. I hope you're enjoying seeing Karula with her kill. And just coming back to me on the birth dates, or possible birth dates for Mishu and Induna, saying around November 2008, and I think Carol, you said, was it January 2009, was that right, Alex? 11th of January 2009. So it's difficult to get an accurate birth date, so okay, welcome aboard, Joe. And you're asking Joel. Sorry, Joel. Welcome aboard, Joel. And you're asking why don't the lions come after the kill? If Karula hadn't have put a kill in the tree, and they're in the area, and they either caught the scent of it or even heard it if they were that close, then they probably would have come in and stolen the kill. Lions are very opportunistic, and they'll also take kills from hyenas. And sadly, that's where there's been a very big negative impact on hyenas, because it's always been thought that hyenas stole kills from lions. But actually, hyenas do very well with their own kills, and quite often lions will come and steal their kill, and what they used to catch on the documentaries was the hyena trying to take the kill back. I wonder why she's coming down. But that's obviously why she is. I think there is something in the area. That's why she was so concerned to get the kill up into the tree once she'd eaten a part of it. And that's why she does put it into the tree, because lions won't really go into a tree to get a kill. I have seen lions climb, but a tree like this I think they would struggle with, and that's obviously one of the reasons why she's put it in there, because we have had lions in the vicinity the last couple of days. So she's obviously taking all those precautions. Okay. Thank you very much, Carol. You're saying that the first sighting of the cubs was the 11th of January 2009. So yeah, so I thought it was around November time. So I'd put them at... Yeah, so it would put them around 17 months. So that's right. This is definitely one of the jewels of Juma. She's such a beautiful cat and so relaxed. An extremely good mother. Sorry? Oh yeah, I wonder, maybe that's why she's going. Let's see if we can see what it is that she's doing now. Okay, someone's asking what type of tree she's got the kill in. I'm just trying to have a look. It's very, very bare, but I can't actually tell from the leaves. It doesn't look like a Karula tree to me. So I'm not too sure about this one. Looks like she's actually grooming herself. Is that? Entirely sure. I wonder if she banged her leg in that fall. For those of you if you missed it, she actually, as she was trying to put the pill up into the tree, as she was trying to climb up the first time, she actually fell, and she fell quite, I couldn't see, but it looked like she caught her paw on one of the branches, and I wonder if she banged her leg. I'll see if she keeps going back to that area. But she looks alright. I mean, she looks like she's not broken anything. Just looks a little bit stiff. I must admit, I had my heart in my mouth at one stage. I thought she had done some serious damage because she looked like she'd almost stopped moving, giving us a heart attack. So who was the second person? Laurie. Hi. Louise and Linda. Hi ladies, welcome on board. And you're just asking how high did she take the kill up in the end? I was just trying to work it out as she was coming down actually. I think it's probably a good 3.5-4 meters up there now. What would you say? Yeah, and Herman's also agreeing. So it was about 4 meters above our heads. So the trunk definitely looked about 3 meters before there was any branch there, but obviously she was plotting going up the side that she did. I'm going to say this leopard is quite a small leopard, possibly dwarfed by her having cubs at a very young age. Possibly it stunted her growth. But I must admit, when I first saw her, I was quite shocked at how small she was. I think she was weighing in around the 40 kilo mark, so at the latter end of a leopard size. And to say that impala, I mean, she's obviously eaten some of it, so it's probably not weighing in as much as what it was, but I'd say certainly, if not equaling her weight, certainly a little bit more when it was alive, maybe about 50 kilos. 40 or, yeah, about 40 kilos. 40, 45, 50 kilos. So even just having her eat part of it, I don't think it would have done too much to change the weight. Just changing it from one body to another. Okay, welcome aboard Rob and Brian, and just asking how easy will it be to find it in the morning? Will we be able to come back in the morning? Obviously with it being stored in the tree now, is it going to be there for a couple of days? And we'll certainly, as long as it stays in the tree, as long as Induna doesn't get his paws on it and moves it out the tree, it should stay here for a couple of days. So the likelihood of the leopard being in this area is obviously very, very great, whether she's in the tree sleeping with it. Unless she goes to get the boys, she should really stick around. So the likelihood of trying to find her tomorrow is very, very good. And as I say, as long as it stays up there, probably in the next couple of days she'll still be around. So it'll be quite interesting to see if she does go to get the boys. And I'm not too sure who's asking, but will there be any lions or hyenas pitching her? Quite possibly. Especially hyenas, they've got a very good sense of smell, able to locate the kills. And obviously vultures in the morning, or battaliers and tawny eels. So if they get wind of it, if they see it or see hyenas, they may follow the hyenas in. And she may have other company. I mean, we've actually followed a hyena where Karula was. We actually followed a hyena from quarantine area, and she'd actually had a kill in a tree, in the marula tree, a little bit off the road, but there was no way we could have seen it unless we followed this hyena in, and it caught the scent and followed that scent in, and sure enough there was Karula with a kill in the tree. So they're very good at finding the kills. Lions, depends on how hungry they are. If they're hungry enough, they may come and sit and put pressure on her. So yeah, it just really depends on who's in the area and what they've eaten and that sort of thing. And just like any cat after a meal, giving yourself a good groom. Ellen from the USA. And Ellen, you're just asking if she did have something broken or an injury, would we have been able to intervene? Obviously it is very difficult for animal lovers to see animals with injuries, but unfortunately what you've got to remember is this is the wild, and unfortunately injuries do happen and animals do have to be able to cope with it. And I know it sounds harsh, and I must admit, I for one, I don't like seeing animals suffering or in pain, but you always have to remember this is the wild, and just because we're seeing these animals, it doesn't mean to say there's an animal that's got an injury 10 times worse that we're not seeing. So how can we justify helping one animal and not another? And at the end of the day, that's what survival of the fittest is all about. If they are able to cope with their injury, and believe me, animals are very robust, if they do have an injury, quite often if they're strong enough to survive it, it makes them a stronger animal and allows them to go on to breed. And if the animal is strong enough to breed, then it's passing on strong genes to its offspring, so the likelihood of its offspring surviving something, whether it be a disease or being able to mend a broken leg better or something like that. Is their branches breaking? Okay. So yeah, as I say, it's a very, very difficult one, and one I hope I never have to see. Because as I say, it's all fair and well saying it, but obviously when you actually see it, it's the different story. But as I say, we do have to keep in the back of our minds, this is why we're actually privileged to see the animals here. We are just watching them, we're observing them, but it would be very wrong for us to interfere. Because where do you draw the line? Do we interfere at a kill? Do we stop the leopard making that kill because it's injuring the animal? So why is an impala any less important than a leopard? So it's a very, very difficult line, and obviously the argument being the leopard needs to eat. But as I say, if the leopard does have an injury and she's able to live through that injury and survive, and she's a strong cat, it does go on to her offspring. But if the leopard isn't strong enough, then it means that she's not able to pass on her genes to offspring. So the whole species will change over many millions of years, but that's how the change occurs. If you believe in evolution, I'm not saying everybody does, but as I say, for those that do believe in evolution, that's one of the ways that it happens. And without the changes and the processes, and for me, you wouldn't get as many different species that evolved. But as I say, it's a huge debate, and it's one that I think people will never ever agree on. But as I say, hopefully I may have just helped to enlighten the other side of things. Okay. Okay. Oh, we do have, I think we've got something behind us. I think I'm getting it. Yeah, it looks like, I think we've got some elephants joining us. It's all happening tonight, hey? Have you got her? She's pulling. Now this could be quite interesting, because I've heard something about them burying parts of the carcass. It'd be quite interesting to see if she's going to do that. No, she's not going to do that. It'd be quite nice to see if these are elephants. I think it is an elephant. It's at the back. She doesn't seem to be too bothered. What are you doing? Yes, it is. We've got an elephant behind us. I can just about see the elephant by moonlight. I'm not wanting to put the spotlight on it now that I've found it. She seems to be completely oblivious to the fact that there is an elephant behind us. I'm just wondering whether she is going to a scent mark or something. It's moving slowly past us. It's probably about 50 meters away. Yeah, I think you're probably better off sitting over there. I think she might have just seen them now. And hi Sarsaparilla. Just asking if I called Karula, would she come? Sorry, oh, and Chicky. Sarsaparilla and Chicky. If I called Karula, would she look at us? I don't think she'd know her name. But I mean, I've been talking, so I don't think just me saying Karula. I mean, you can see she's not really bothered looking. I don't think it would really work, unfortunately. Okay, we've got some interest from the elephants behind us. I'd love to actually see what they're going to do. If they get the smell of, I mean, obviously leopard can't do anything to an elephant, but it would be quite interesting to see if they do recognise it as a predator. These lions obviously would be, I know they don't like lions, they do react to lions. Okay, Helen's saying that he's seen elephant chase away a leopard. I just want to see how many we've got around here. Looks like it's just a fairly small herd at the moment. I'm trying to determine the way the wind's blowing, because I don't think they even realise that there is a leopard here at the moment. We've got all lights off. The way you're seeing the leopard is through our infrared camera, or infrared light. So all that they've got to see is the moon, and especially elephants' eyesight is not brilliant. I think actually the wind's blowing from the elephants down to the leopard. Yeah, we're gonna just turn the camera around to try and show you the elephants. Yeah, we're just gonna have to swing the right rear around. Oh, this really is incredible. Elephants on one side, leopard on the other. And it just goes to show you just cannot predict what's going to happen with this being 100% live. We don't cut anything out, we don't edit anything. This is as live and as real as you can possibly have it without actually being on the vehicle with us. I'm going to try and move forward. I'm just hoping I'm not going to disturb the elephants too much. Okay, is forward good?
You're going to have to turn your whole nose around.
Oh no.
The way we're standing now.
Where is she? Is she on the... Oh, she's there. Yeah. Let's just see if I can just turn around completely. I don't think we're going to see them from here. Yeah, it's all bush in the way. Oh, there's one. Okay, was it Julie? Julie from Florida. Welcome on board, Julie. Judy. Sorry, Judy. And we'd just like to know whereabouts are we with Karula and the elephants. And we just, where would it be, about east of Impala Road, just in between Impala Plains and Voyatella Access. And there's actually power lines that run through just where we had the Styx Pride a couple of days ago, and it's in the same sort of spot. She's just on the opposite side of the road. Actually, I think she's very near to where I went off-road first of all to try and look for the lions. It just goes to show elephants are active during the night too. Busy looking for any form of food, and Karula's just sitting there, not too phased, and I don't think they've caught her scent, because especially at the moment the scent's going to be their strongest ally as well as the sound. But obviously leopards aren't going to be making much sound at the moment, so as long as the wind keeps going in the right direction, she's not going to be bothered by these elephants too much. There's one just to our left there. What a night drive this evening, eh? Starting off with a white-tailed mongoose, having a leopard with a kill and putting it in a tree, and not just any leopard, Karula herself, our resident female leopard, who we've not been seeing too much for the last week. And now an elephant herd decided to come and join us. And I think our closest elephant now is probably about 15 meters, so we've got about 15-20 meters behind us is Karula sitting on the termite mound underneath the tree where she's put her kill, and just in front of us, about 15 meters away, we've got the elephants. And again, elephants are definitely one of the animals I would always try and avoid finding at night, and just because they don't like the spotlights, it does upset them quite a lot. But with our infrared light, it doesn't make that much of a difference to their behaviour, so we can actually just observe them, enjoy seeing them and what's going on. And so there's actually one, I don't know if you can see her with this camera, but she's just literally just in front of me. Just switch cameras, she moves. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, just wonder what's going on there. We've got the two cameras. We've got a wide angle camera, so you could actually see me on the shot there with Jigger, and we've got the other camera which can zoom in a bit closer with the infrared light. Now I don't want to give Karula's position away, so I just have a quick check every so often to see if she is still there. I'm not sort of shining on her like we would do with the infrared light. she has moved. Not too sure where she's moved to. I'm not surprised with these elephants being here if you say that you've seen a reaction from them before. Yeah, I think so. Let's go and we'll manoeuvre ourselves. The elephants are moving slowly moving through. I think they're just a small herd. She's made a quick getaway. Okay, we're just busy looking for Karula. I'm trying to get a shot of the kid in the tree. I wonder where she's going. Yeah, oh, beautiful. And Herman's joining me on camera this evening. And myself, Tyler, on my drive with you, presenting. And we've now got Alex on file control. So if there's any questions you'd like to ask, remember this is live. We've got about 10 minutes left of drive. And wow, what a drive it's been. It really has been incredible, as I say. If there are any questions, you just need to send them through to filecontrol@safari.tv. So just to show you where she's placed, you can actually see she's placed the leg over a branch. So that's obviously what she was doing earlier on. She was moving it further over and just making sure that leg was hooked so she didn't lose the kill. It looks like there's a bit of stomach there in between the tree. There's a little bit of the stomach by the looks of it. It's sounding like the elephants are moving away now. So I wonder if Karula has gone to get the boys. I think she might well have done. Not showing up too well. Oh, there it is. Looks like Karula has gone. So if it was purely just to get away from the elephants, she would have gone up into the tree for sure. But I think she may have gone to get the boys. Oh, we've got an elephant still looking at us. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too far back in the bush. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick it up with the camera. I just caught the eye as I was just turning around looking, seeing if we were still surrounded. Yeah, I think what I'll probably do is just head out for the last 5 minutes head back out onto the road, because I wonder if she may even use the road to catch up with them. Unless we can manoeuvre to see the elephants a little bit better for the last 5 minutes. It's just so beautiful by moonlight this evening. Actually don't need too much of the headlights. Use my spotlight. I think there is one just to our right here. Let me just see. Oh, it's a bush. The ghost of the jungle, do it again. Oh, they're just behind there. And they really do move so quietly. The only thing that gave them away was the fact that they broke a branch. And most of their foot is made up of soft tissue. Oh, there's through the tree. I thought there was one around here. I'm seeing. There we go, that was a better shot, just through there. I need to go back, do I? Just there? A bit more. And they actually do walk on the tip of a bone in a way. So just like the hoof mammals will do, they're actually known as a near ungulate. Ungulate being a hoofed mammal. So their foot structure, as I say, they walk. Most of their foot is the soft tissue with the bone at the front of the foot, and that's why it moulds around things. So they walk very, very quietly through the bush. So just if they didn't break branches, you would not know that they're there. And believe me, we've had it where elephants have snuck upon us. We've just not heard them until the last moment. It's very, very apt when you get called the ghost of the bush. And this little one's probably about 10 metres away from us. It looks like they're going to move past us. Hey lady. Wind has just changed and it's snarling now. Sorry. And obviously they will know that we're here. We're talking. So they've heard that we've been here ever since they came. They came out into the open. You can see they're quite happy, just munching away. We're not interrupting their behaviour, they're not interrupting us. Okay guys, unfortunately we have come to the end of the night safari. And what better way to end than with a herd of elephants surrounding us. So it's going to be quite interesting getting out of this one. As I say, they're so relaxed. I hope you guys have enjoyed spending time with Karula. As I say, it's absolutely amazing. My first time seeing. Oh, we've got that's someone wanting to come and say goodbye to you. Hey, little one. I don't know if we're able just to roll the leader and then come back. Hey, little one. You smell funny. Yeah, we can do while we just got the elephants so close to us. So I shall say goodbye and hopefully you guys can join us again. Okay. So I'll quickly say goodbye and hopefully you'll be able to join us again in a couple of seconds. Just for a few more minutes. Okay, welcome back guys. Sorry, it's just having the elephants so close. I actually thought they were going to just walk straight past us. We've got one about 1.5 meters away, maybe 1 meter now. Getting very brave, little one. With the herd actually they're just moving off now, so I think we're going to leave them in peace. As I say, it was just too special not to stay with. So thank you ever so much everybody for joining us, and thank you so much for all the questions and information, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have with the white-tailed mongoose and Karula. So it really was amazing just seeing her put the kill into the tree. I've never seen that before. It really was just so special, and having this herd of elephants joining us, absolutely beautiful. So thank you ever so much everybody, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning at 6:30 for our morning safari. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day or night.
Hi everybody, Alex here in Final Control. Wow, what a night drive, quite incredible. I caught a glimpse of that, but I think that was quite an unusual and very rare thing for us to see. So glad you can join us. See you all tomorrow morning at 6:30 Central African Time with Patrick presenting, Mark on camera and Tara in Final Control. Let me just repeat that. Patrick tomorrow presenting and Mark on camera and Tara in Final Control. at 6:30 Central African time. So have a good night and good day. See you all tomorrow.